Hi, Ando. It's your old buddy Hamish. I bet I scared you there for a second, hey? Playing the normal, regular, everyday show opener that we use for normal, everyday, regular shows? Well, this isn't a regular show, is it? No. This isn't a regular day or even a regular week. Because as you've made very clear to us in several meetings already this morning, this is a very special week for a very special guy. We know, Andy. We get it, mate. Of course we remembered. It's your birthday week. And boy, oh boy, are we going to celebrate because you're forcing us to. Happy birthday week!
I'm very disappointed.
Is this good enough for you after you demanded a special start to the show today, Andy?
Haven't mentioned it. Haven't even mentioned it.
Oh, here we
Don't
go.
celebrate
And again,
birthdays.
the lies begin. The week of double living. You're like Cassie. You're a little bit like Cassie to the media. Oh, I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't know what's going on. But to us, behind closed doors, don't forget, Wednesday's my birthday, so birthday week starts now. Shower me with gifts. Shower me with love. Make a big deal out of me.
That's actually, I'm not like Cassie. I think that's close to defamation that you're saying.
Not at all. Just a double lie.
Hey,
I got you 18 headphones.
we are, but turn that off, Jack.
No, we
Okay,
can't because this is your birthday week. We're going to have that music playing the whole week. While we talk, even during other songs. It's going to be an absolute massacre for ratings, but it's what you wanted, oh birthday overlord.
It's Hamish Andy driving you home. I apologise to everybody for that.
Oh, here we go.
And, hey, we're meant to be back and excited to be back. And
Well, why did you have that big meeting this morning going, guys, Wednesday's my birthday, but why
I didn't
can't
have a meeting?
you start
I
making me feel
arrived
special
later
now?
than you and we were almost finished.
Well, may I commence the week of birthday gifts that you have requested from everyone? I notice Jack hasn't got your birthday present yet, but I have for your birthday week. Obviously, your real present
I don't
comes
think Jack's
Wednesday.
ever given me a present, to be honest.
Jack wouldn't. I think Jack gave his wife nothing. Did you give your wife a wedding present?
Yeah, no, I know what you're thinking of. One year we didn't do Christmas presents, and you thought that was risky to.
No, what I'm thinking of is that you're notoriously tight. So, Andy, knowing that Jack, nothing will be flowing from that side of the desk. Here we go. Number one in your week of gifts. Feel free to read it out. It's a golf-themed card, isn't it?
It's got golf clubs on the front, and I am fond of golf.
And then I wrote a very special message on the inside.
Dear Andy, this comes with love and special thoughts for you on your birthday to wish you far more happiness than words could ever say.
Now,
Happy birthday.
I handwrote that.
Well, it looks like you've just traced over the actual writing in the card.
I've handwritten it.
You have handwritten
Because
over the top.
nothing irks me more
You
than
haven't
people
thought
that
of the word.
No, nothing irks me more than people that just leave the printed message. Now I took the time to handwrite that message.
Over the top. It's a trace job.
Yeah.
You've traced over the top.
It's a trick I've been using lately in cards, and boy, oh boy, am I loving it. Because you can technically say you handwrote a message. And it takes all
That's
the stress
true.
out.
Just didn't hand think of it.
Didn't say I did, but my hand did the work.
Like I said,
What do we got here? Present number
a
one.
small present.
Hopefully, it fulfills the two requirements that you laid out this morning in the meeting, which was expensive and thoughtful. What have we got here?
Okay. Do you want to use the paper again? Or?
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to need a lot of it this week, but that's okay. I bought lots of rolls. A velvet pouch. Ooh, what comes in a velvet pouch? Expensive and thoughtful presents.
Okay.
What is it?
Velvet pouch. And
It's your very own golden chain around your neck.
got me a gold necklace.
Because I can't help but notice you don't wear one, which can only lead me to think that you've been shopping all this time and haven't found the perfect one. Well, you have now. And I threw away the receipt from Cash Converters because that was someone else's and they didn't want it anymore. And now it's yours, Ando.
How's it look?
I feel like I'm doing a radio show with a poor man's Vince Colosimo. I mean, a rich man's Vince Colosimo, because that's real gold.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Please wear it. If you take it off, it means we're not friends.
I'll wear it.
Thank you. Go to a song, Jack.
I'll wear it for 24 hours.
That's awesome. And you're
Oh,
not.
no, we're
Yeah,
not gonna
you have to. You have to. We're doing Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise
Tom
tomorrow.
Cruise, you have to. And you're not allowed. You're not allowed. If you're a real friend, you're not allowed to make. No, you're not to mention it.
Okay, I'm going to wear a turtleneck tomorrow.
No. I'm turn up the heating in the Tom Cruise room. I want it sweltering in there. Ando.
Yes.
Another big aspect of today, I suppose, is it's day 2 of 5. And good God, isn't this dragging on? Day 2 of 5
Yes,
of
it
your
is.
birthday week as you demand ultimate love and unflinching adoration from all those around you as we are forced to celebrate not just your birthday tomorrow, but your birth week this week, your birth month, and your birth year as per normal. Your Highness, I hope you're having a pleasant birthday.
Jack, that was such an aggressive rap song.
Jack, that was too
I didn't know
aggressive.
it'd be so loud. Sorry.
And it felt like I told you to wait till I said Your Highness.
I know. I thought as he stuffed up this music, I thought
Ando was actually genuinely shocked. Ando was going to take it a dump. Get us off air. Ando,
Okay.
you have, of course...
Hang on. Do you want to get rid of it? You asked for a
I think
2-minute
It's too
loop.
much. It's too much.
You asked for a 2-minute loop.
You guys told me to get out of the studio because you were working on something. Was that it?
I was hoping it would be a bit softer and like maybe it would be...
Surely
you could
that's-
talk over it.
Was that what we were waiting for? Is that
Well, what
you-
else are we going to do in here?
I don't know.
It's not easy to make a 2-minute loop, hotshot. Not everyone can use GarageBand.
I'm glad I popped out for the surprise.
And it's this kind of demandingness, it's this kind of critique that we've been getting. Finally, people see the off-air Andy. Oh, is this all you organised for me? Not good enough. We get that a lot around the office this week, and it's happened with the gold chain. I spent over $100 at cash converters on that gold chain,
Get this off.
and now you don't rip it off. Gently take it off.
Okay, I'll
There's
take it off.
genuine gold in there you can exchange for cash at one of those stores.
Okay.
We buy gold.
Yes.
It's also a friendship. That was a friendship necklace, Ando.
Yep.
If you say, please keep it forever. Yep, he's going to.
Definitely going to. The same yep that Tom Cruise gave us when we gave him a teaspoon
Earlier.
a commemorative Hamish Andy teaspoon. He'll keep that forever, but that's coming up.
People will hear about that later in the show. And day 2. So I'm racking my brains. Okay, I've given you a thoughtful present. You did demand expensive and thoughtful things.
Yep.
What can I give you now? Now you've got the look with the gold chain. You're a cool, stylish man now,
Yes.
but you also need some downtime. People probably think of you as some sort of party animal, but I know you like nothing more than to put the Uggs on and to watch a cool film. I have purchased, using my own money, not the joint account, a hot new DVD for you that has arrived today, I believe. It will be waiting on your desk when we get off air. It's the hit film. It's the Ryan Quanten film you wanted.
Ryan Quanten film. Oh,
You know
the guy
Ryan
from
Quanten?
True Blood.
Yeah, Aussie actor from True Blood. Well, he's in a new film with Alicia.
Had him on the show.
We've had him on the show.
Yeah.
He's in a film with Alicia
He did a
Silverstone.
quantum leap.
He did, didn't he? Did he leap from the couch?
He leaped from a couch onto another couch.
Well, it's your best friend and Hollywood celebrity friend, Ryan Quanten.
Yes.
Haven't
seen him since.
Alicia Silverstone is in this as well. I saw this video and I just went, this is right up Andy's alley. He loves this stuff. It's a hilarious film. It's called Who Gets the Dog? I'll read you the blurb. Olive, I think that's Alicia Silverstone. Olive is a top doctor hoping to start a family, but her out-of-work husband, Clay, is too busy with his dream of being a hockey star. On the brink of divorce, the couple fight over who will take custody of their beloved dog with hilarious consequences. So here's one for Movie Mondays at the Lee household. Who gets the dog?
Yes.
Don't give it away once you find out.
Who gets the DVD? The bin.
Andy Lee. That
No,
is a gift.
That's who gets.
How do you line us all up in the morning, walk up and down, demand... You pushed Carly so hard today she fell off her chair. She hadn't got you a good enough present yesterday.
Okay. I haven't pushed any employees or co-workers.
She doesn't work for you. You're ranting and raving off air, get me more presents, better presents than you just tell me to my face. You're putting Who Gets the Dog in the bin.
Alongside the necklace.
Unbelievable. I don't know what I
Hamish
can
and
do
Andy.
to make you happy.
We'll give you 30 seconds and that's it. Oh, by the way, hey, happy birthday.
Yes!
Is that day?
It's Andy's birth week.
Yeah, I
Tom.
know. Happy. It's your birthday,
It's
man.
his birthday week, yeah.
You're going to have
Thank
a lot
you.
of fun celebrating.
Thank you for
I don't
taking
got big plans.
Thanks for taking the pressure off me because
Yeah, you
Andy
got-
makes a big deal out of
Does
it.
he really? He
Every
loves
day
it.
I got to come up with new ideas. How do I make it special
Yeah.
for him?
I don't really
That's
celebrate
good.
birthdays.
You
Tom,
don't?
but No.
Well,
So what are you going to do this year?
he says that. He says that behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of Andy going, guys, I've made room in the fridge for any cakes that might be coming in. And it's mayhem. So thank you for, on behalf of a grateful Hamish, you've really eased the burden. I really appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Tom, I mean, Show him your gold chain.
Yeah, Hamish gave me a gold chain yesterday. And
Oh my
I vowed
gosh,
to wear it.
that's very 80s, man.
Yeah, it
That's
probably
very
is.
Goodfellas.
I don't know if you have
Very,
the cash
very
converters.
Saturday Night Fever, man.
I vowed to wear it for 24 hours and then realised within that 24 hours was seeing you again, which I wasn't.
Was that a birthday gift or just
One of them.
I know.
It's the beginning.
Awesome?
Thanks, man. It's actually real gold, so they say. But it's like, cash converters.
Yeah,
like
you really
gold.
went out.
Yeah, so it probably is from the 80s.
Could be an heirloom.
Yes, it's someone's heirloom.
He loved it, didn't he?
He did. Well,
He did.
my main worry was I'm glad he saw it was a joke
It wasn't a joke.
because my main worry
How's
was
a friendship necklace a joke?
my main worry was him walking in and we're wearing a joke necklace and he was
It's
wearing
not a
the
joke
same
necklace,
one or
Andy.
something.
Who
That was
does
my-
have to tell you this?
Anyway,
It's a sign of respect.
Yep.
In the film business, the bigger the chain,
Yeah.
he probably thinks you're a film producer.
wow, because this is tiny chain.
Yeah, but I mean, he might, small films, indie films, short films.
We wrap up our chat with Tom Cruise straight after this, everyone.
And birthday week continues as we culminate into tomorrow's absolute orgy of birthday for you, no doubt, presents. I think of the threats you've already levelled at us for not celebrating your birthday week hard enough, and I shudder to think what the reprimand that'll come tomorrow if we don't do the right thing, Jacko. I know you're working on a few things. I'm trying to track down golfers and
No, it's just
I'm
it's
trying to
happy
get
for it to go pie.
Jason Day to chip a hole in one into your mouth and all sorts of gifts that I know won't be good enough, but at least I'm trying.
That would hurt. That would hurt.
There are already issues with it. Look at that. I get basically the world's #1 golfer. I know he's Andy's hero, and Andy's already saying, "No, I want you to organise a different experience for you with Jason."
Obviously,
Day.
he chips between the teeth.
He's not an amateur.
Knock your teeth out.
He doesn't bank it in, doesn't roll around the ends. He gets it straight in.
Okay.
You didn't even let me finish either. It was a profiterole. It was your birthday cake, and now you forced me to ruin the surprise, and I'm going to cancel the whole thing.
Anyway, I'm just happy. I don't celebrate birthdays. I'm just happy for it to go by.
Birthday week rolls on, Jack.
A real pleasure would just be you guys not mentioning this again.
And I thought as B-Day week rolls on and the demands increase, I thought in the spirit of present, of big present, because, I mean, it's one of your big birthdays this year. It's your 37th.
36.
36, is it? That's a biggie. Because you know what comes after that? You're only 4 away from the
But I
big
did
four.
think I was turning 37 as well.
So did I. It didn't just seem older to me this year. You're 36.
We're the same age. Just so
I
you
never know how old I am. You know I haven't known since 31. I was floored when I found out I was 34. Shocked.
Yeah.
I just thought, look, it's a biggie, and you want a momentous present. You want a landmark present.
Okay.
Right? Can I have your phone, before you say no, can I have your phone to rig it up to the system here to call your girlfriend back and pretend to be you and ask for a puppy? Because we know you friggin' hate dogs.
I don't hate
You
dogs.
hate pets.
Yeah. I don't understand the
Which is
concept of
why.
pets.
Why don't we give Beck a present this year as well, which is her for a moment, as long as I can hold up the facade, thinking that you've decided you want a puppy.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, this is not a great idea, but why? It's happening now.
Why
isn't it?
not, Andy says.
Yeah.
Why not? Please do this for me. Okay, so here's the... Oh, guess your passcode.
Yeah, well, I've told you it before.
That was an actual honest guess. DM me if anyone wants details of Andy's passcode. And I'll call her now, okay?
Yes.
How do you say hello to her? What do you call her? Rebecca Harding? Because that's what she's in your phone under.
Probably sweets. Hey,
Sweets.
if you went, hey, sweets, you might get a little bit further down the
Favourites.
Yeah.
She's quite a fair way down the list.
It's in order of being added.
Okay, here we go.
Where are you?
Second, thank you very much.
Okay. Jack in there?
I forgive you for everything. No, Jack's not in there. Yeah, he's actually under Beck.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that interesting? On air for years. And then you met Beck, and only then did you go, oh, look, Jack, you got to look in. Here we go, here's Beck. What do you call it? Hey, sweets.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Hey, sweets.
Hey, sweets.
No, I don't know why I go into a baby voice. Just, hey, sweets.
Hey, sweets. Okay, yep. Can we get a puppy? Time to make Beck's day.
Actually haven't told her what I want yet. I don't know. She asked.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
Hey, sweets.
Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Just thinking, can we get a puppy?
What?
Can we get a puppy?
You're on the radio still.
But you thought it was Andy, didn't you?
Oh,
I've done it! I've impersonated Andy. And did you think for a second, Beck, you were getting a puppy?
No, I never thought that I was getting a puppy.
Happy birthday week. I thought maybe this was Andy giving you a hint for his birthday present, which in all seriousness, Andy's not here. In all seriousness, he does want a puppy.
No, he doesn't. And
We're getting a puppy!
We're getting a puppy! You heard it from Andy himself. He called you on his own phone.
bye, Beck.
What a wonderful day.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck for the big day, Beck. You must be getting it absolutely twice as ferociously as we are in here with the birthday hints.
Oh, just you wait until you get home tonight, Andy.
Oh.
There's presents galore.
Oh.
Well, same in here, Beck. It doesn't seem to put a smile on his face, so good luck. I hope it,
Okay,
hope it works
bye.
better at home.
Bye,
Thanks, Beck.
sweetie. Bye.
What do you want? Cocker Spaniel?
No. No.
Labrasnoodle?
Is that a thing?
Jack.
Post?
Jack Schnitzel.
To be a butler for me for a day would be good. Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish Andy to drive you home, and Ham, fresh off Tom Cruise, obviously a big show yesterday, and another meme from the meme lord Jack, which is at hamishandy.com.
Sure. Sure.
It's
That's like saying, wasn't yesterday a nice day because we got 2-for-1 burritos.
Yeah.
And also, I went to the circus when at the same time Halley's Comet's in the sky and King Kong has climbed the Empire State Building. I mean, much bigger things are happening today, aren't they?
Well, it's a strange thing. It's because I don't know really what's happening today. Yesterday,
you do know what's happening.
I didn't know that Jack's meme was coming yesterday. I did know Tom Cruise was on the show, but I legitimately don't know what's happening on today's show because you
must be
not to tell me.
You must be full of hope because you've certainly made your fair share of demands this week.
No, I
because
haven't.
today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day that Andy has been counting down towards for 1 year since it last happened. It is the actual day of Andy's birthday. And Andy has requested that we play that sound effect for 2 hours. I said, no, it's going to sound like rain. It's going to frustrate people. I've asked for it to be faded out.
It's funny, though. The applause is nice, isn't it?
Finally, people get a glimpse into what he's been demanding off air.
We should allow people at some point this week to ring up and just ask for some applause because if they're having a bad day, it does make you feel a bit better.
You would know the feeling, Andy, because it's something that you've been asking for either in applause form or in the form of presents or chocolates or cakes.
Not really.
Was the amount of cakes you got today up to scratch?
Yeah, fine. As I said, I don't care.
You
about
got
it.
2 dozen cupcakes and it's just fine. I mean, I don't know what we have to do to please this guy. You demand we make a big deal of your birthday, but it just seems like we can never do enough.
You could have done nothing, and that would have been great. I don't celebrate birthdays. The cake's fine. Seems like you guys were more into the cakes than I were.
You're a young boy that makes a big deal of your birthday. And I don't know if you're aware or not, but on Facebook, there's been a movement. There's been a movement for some time.
I am not aware. Actually, I might be aware.
It's the Happy Birthday Andy Lee.
This guy came up to me at the pub last night and said, I'm a member, and was showing me this thing on his phone.
Okay.
And I was looking at it. I didn't have enough time to kind of get a gauge of it, but it was a picture of, it looked like a picture of me with a fake hat on or something.
Well, you will cry Photoshop. Haters will say it's Photoshopped. I bet you it was supplied by you and it's a real party hat.
And it looked like a calendar. It looked like a calendar appointment or something.
Well, Ando.
Yeah.
A movement has been afoot. I caught a sniff of it a couple of weeks ago. A young man named Harry set it up. It is the Happy Birthday Andy Lee Bonanza gathering. He joins us on the phone now. He is at Federation Square in Melbourne where he's invited the world to come and celebrate your birthday. Harry, how are you, mate?
Good. Hamish, how are you?
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Harry,
don't actually celebrate birthdays, Harry.
He does, mate. He won't stop talking about it in here. Harry, I couldn't help but notice on the Facebook page it said over 4,000 people had registered an interest for the event and over 1,000 had registered as attending.
What? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We've got a big following on Facebook. Currently, about 14 people have rocked up. We're doing well.
They're pouring in. They're pouring in.
No, They'll be here. So the people of Melbourne, they're getting around you, Andy. We love you, mate, and we want this to be the special day you deserve.
I mean, from my perspective, Harry, it'd just be amazing if something could crack a smile on this Scrooge's face. I mean, after all the demands he's made of us, we've tried. I bought him gold chains, hit DVDs. I've tried my hardest, and I'm struggling to penetrate his shields because he's a hard man to please. Harry, you mentioned 14. By now, it's probably 15 or 16 as they dribble in. Yep. What's the mood like down there with the police or the authorities
what
at
time
Federation?
Are they meant to be there, Harry?
It's euphoric. So we were thinking at about 4 we'd get people to come down, and it's going to build because at about 5 or so we're going to have a record attempt for the most people saying Happy Birthday, Andy, at the same time. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it from your studio.
See, Harry's put a lot of work into this, Ando. Hey, Harry.
Yes.
Harry, here's what I wanted to tell you. Mate, if we call back in an hour and the crowd's built, I'll bring Ando down.
We'll be here. We got party hats ready.
What's the definition of built? Are we going down for 20 people?
If it's more than doubled, I just think it's the least.
30?
Yeah, 28 plus. I just think, I mean, 1,000 people have said they're coming, Endo, so I think we'll get to 28 people. And I just think if this many people have gathered...
People say they'll go to things on Facebook all the time.
If this many people have gathered, Ando, to wish you happy birthday, the least we could do is get you down there.
So what? What time are we meant to go? Yeah, well, of course
we'll
you
just
agree, Harry. You're standing there with 13 other blokes.
Or girls. Okay. You're very popular with women.
So what time and how we...
Oh, we reckon in an hour's time, like 10 past 5.
But like, how are we going to do the show?
We'll jump on the phone, and Jack's agreed that he'll stay here, and we can just call and do a bit of the show on the phone, and then get down there. Yeah. And then hopefully, you can please this crowd, and then hopefully...
What we do a whole hour on the phone.
Oh, bits and pieces, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I just think it'd be a fun adventure to take the show on the road, get down there, and then finally, I mean, it might prove to you that, you might turn to me and go, okay, this is a big enough deal's been made, because I don't know what else to do. Balloons weren't enough, streamers weren't enough. Appreciate your help, Harry. Harry described it perfectly. It's the Holy Trinity today, isn't it, Harry? That's what it says on the Facebook page.
Everyone come on down.
Why is it the Holy Trinity?
The Holy Trinity?
Yeah.
Your birth year, your birth week, and your birthday all the same.
Harry doesn't even remember.
Yeah. It's actually the Holy...
It was a while ago.
Put it up a year ago. Harry probably forgot it was on today.
Okay, let's see if he can get to the magic 28 mark.
28 people are there, and I'm taking you down.
It's
a surprise party. I don't have it anymore.
We'll check in, Ham, after this.
Oh, how's your birthday celebration going?
To see whether we are leaving the studio.
I think we might be.
I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see after this.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
So we must point out we're moments away from checking in with something that you're championing.
I'm looking at photos here, Ando. Well, I'm championing it because off air, I mean, Jack, you can back me up on this.
Okay.
The demands that pour forth from your mouth, not just, I mean, this whole week in general, but today in particular, to make a big deal out of your birthday, to make sure,
Jack,
quote unquote, you feel like a king.
Jack, has there been...
I don't want to get into it. I don't leave it on that side of the desk.
I know, I mean, on air, there's this whole sort of, I hadn't noticed it was my birthday sort of thing, but we know it's a special day to you, Ando. I guess the people of Australia are just saying, open up, let us give you what you want. Let us give you the crowd and the cheers and the chanting that you want for your birthday. And that's why a young man named Harry started up a Facebook group. It's got over 4,000 registered interest. 1,000 people said they would attend today at Federation Square in Melbourne for a birthday bonanza, for an Andy Lee birthday bonanza. Yeah. Even though you were not advertised to be there.
And then we called him, or you called him. And,
well, it was 4 o'clock back then.
And there was 14 people there.
Yeah, but they were trickling in. Yeah. And now I expect them to be flooding in. We'll go to a song. After this, we'll call him back. And I said, if there's more than 14 there, we can organise...
No, more than 20.
Sorry, more than double, 14 more. Yeah. If there's 28 people there, plus, we'll organise to get you there.
Okay.
Because it's what they want. And it's what you want. So why wouldn't we?
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
And today is the day. As many are saying, it's the Holy Trinity. It's your birth year, your birth week, your birthday. It's a huge one for you.
No one's saying that.
after a year.
I mean, the guy that wrote it originally forgot that it even.
Well, he's He's a catchphrase machine. I just can't remember what he's written. After a year, Ando, of you constantly reminding us that it's a special year, that's the year that holds the day that commemorates the day you were born, we now find ourselves on the very day, Andy Lee's 36th birthday.
I don't tend to celebrate birthdays. You've obviously picked up on that, and that's why it's been boring people in this radio show.
That's your story. A realer story is off air. You've been marching up and down like an 1800s school headmaster with a cane, occasionally hitting me on the palm, yelling at me that my presents this week haven't been good enough. They haven't been expensive enough, to use your words. And they haven't displayed enough respect. Well, Ando, what must we do? What lengths must we go to show you that Australia is willing to try and jump the extremely high bar you set for adoration for your birthday? A young man, a listener of the show, listener of the People's Show, Harry, he's obviously heard your demands, and where a lot of people would have shied away and gone, there's no pleasing this guy. Harry instead started a Facebook group, the Andy Lee Birthday Bonanza, to prove to you that your birthday is worth celebrating, that we can do it, we can hopefully get a chink in your armour. 4,000 people registered in interest. 1,000 people said they were going to go on Facebook.
To where?
Federation Square.
Yep.
Federation Square in Melbourne.
In Melbourne.
Not far from where we're broadcasting
in
today.
Melbourne today, yep.
It's possible to get there. We spoke to him an hour ago. He said there's 14 people down here. And that was at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
He joins us on the line now. Harry, ahoy, and how you going, Harry?
Ahoy, boys. Things are going swell.
Well, Harry doesn't sound too raucous down there.
He's probably found a quiet spot.
Well, the thing
Yes,
is...
I did.
Harry, when we called you, there was 14. Some 984 shy of the promised 1,000.
Yep.
And then...
Don't take it to heart, Ando. People had to knock off.
Hey, I'm not taking this to heart. I don't mind. Hey,
he minds, Harry. He's angry already. I know this anger. We haven't pleased him on his birthday.
Haim said we're going to come down there. I said, well, what are we going down there for? And you said if it doubles. So if it doubles. 28 people, if there are 28 people there, we're going to go down.
You don't have to tell us exactly how many are there, Harry, but can you tell us, are there more than 28 people?
I come bearing good news. There is more than 28 people.
We're going down!
Yes.
No. Oh.
We are looking at about 83 currently, and they keep pouring in.
They're pouring in,
They're
Andy.
not pouring in.
All right, Harry.
That is so disappointing.
Harry, keep the crowd G'd up. Keep them excited.
Why is it
Because I'm bringing the birthday boy down, Harry.
Geez.
This is finally, we might have done something that gets us a thumbs up from Andy, and he finally says to us the words we've all been waiting to hear. You've pleased me on my birthday. Ando, we'll go to a quick break here because it gives me great joy to tell you how we're getting there.
After this?
I've organised a special mode of transport for us because it's your birthday.
Annoying.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Haim,
If people have just tuned in, happy days and happy birthday to Ando.
don't really celebrate
The
it.
man who forces us to make a big deal out of his birthday has finally got his wish today because Harry, a young man, a listener of the show, organised a Facebook event, the Happy Birthday Andy Bonanza. Organised
Look, it's
it
a lovely thing.
without
from Harry.
knowing that you would even see this, right?
No, well, I hadn't seen
People-
it at all until last night. A guy at the pub came up to me quite late and was like, I'm a part of this. And he was like, flashed in my face for a while. I was like, what the hell is Andy Lee's birthday bonanza? And
He's organised it at Federation Square in Melbourne.
And I just went, oh, okay, it's something funny that you're doing with your friends.
Yeah, and it was something funny they were doing with their friends. And Tui got a sniff of it and went, listen, they've gone to all this effort, Ando.
Well, I do appreciate
And
the
you
effort,
do-
I must say
you
that.
appreciate
I'm grateful.
effort?
I appreciate all the
Do you
all listeners.
appreciate effort? Because I bought you a gold chain the other day and you threw it in the bin.
Yes.
And you threw my DVD in the bin I gave you yesterday.
Yes.
Well, I wonder if you do appreciate effort.
Well,
hopefully you'll
right
appreciate
type of effort.
Hopefully you'll appreciate effort because I've decided the only right thing to do here, as the People's Show, is to take you from the studio down to Federation Square. Our studio's here in Melbourne, not very far from Federation Square, okay?
Just on your gifts. I appreciated them. I just didn't like them.
Well, you demanded they be expensive and thoughtful, and I couldn't have spent more money or been more thoughtful.
Than a cheap DVD and an even cheaper necklace.
$29.95, $120 from Cash Converters.
That's
that necklace.
not true, the necklace.
Oh, probably not. Probably a little bit more because of the gold price at the moment. Ando, I suppose you want to know how we're getting there
Yes.
to Fed Square. Now, would you say you're a fan of Formula One?
It's not a Formula One car, so.
Would you say you're a fan of very fast cars?
No, I don't care too much
What
about
would you say if I told you we could be going there at about the pace of a Formula One car in the pits? More specifically,
regular traffic.
what
pace,
would you do? Speaking of the boy, me, the boy that allegedly doesn't spend enough money on birthday presents, what would you do if I told you I have rented for the full day 2 city bikes for us to ride? The full day.
You like riding more
They're
than me.
ours. They're ours. They're city bikes.
Yeah,
you can ride them as wherever we want. And I've got the helmets, $5 helmets. So we're riding these bikes.
I'm going to ride there.
Yeah, and on hands-free. Jack's going to do the show.
How many kilometres is it?
I think it's only about 5Ks. Jack's going to put a jumper on. Jack's going to do the show. Jack's going to do the show from here. Call us and we'll give updates of how close we are to your birthday gathering and then go and absolutely knock the socks off 84 people at Federation Square.
This is
what
A,
happy
boring,
birthday, Andy.
A,
Happy
boring
birthday.
radio, and B,
boring radio. I'm taking you on a bicycle adventure live on air. When I was little, I got picked up 15 minutes early from school when I was in year 5 so we could go to the shops and buy me some new cricket pads. And it was the best afternoon of my life. It was a special treat on my birthday, and I'm giving you the same special treat.
Did your parents make you ride there?
Dad would have if he could have. And
all right, go to a break.
Go to a break. I've got the bikes teed up, ready to go. They've been rented. It's all done. It's all taken care of.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
It's the Hamish and Andy Show, and Hamish and Andy aren't actually in the studio at the moment. This is Cackling Jack about to cross to Hamish and Andy live on city bikes, making their way down to Federation Square in Melbourne for Andy's birthday bonanza. Have you got me, boys?
Yes, Jacko, come in. I'm here as well, Jacko. We're riding the legally permitted 2 abreast. We're in a bicycle lane. We're not making great time to make it to Federation Square by the end of this show, so we're going to have to start pumping the old legs. But Ando's absolutely loving his birthday treat.
I wasn't sure whether I had to wear a party hat as well as my helmet.
I actually made an extra long elastic piece on Andy's party hat so it would go over his helmet. This is truly a huge birthday procession here, Andy. Must admit, we have paid him the highest honour.
So it will be good to know that when you get down to Federation Square, there's we sent some microphones and headphones and stuff ahead, so it won't be on the phone that we hear you the whole time because.
You're just doing a disclaimer, Jack, for everyone listening to this, going, hopefully radio isn't this for broadcasting for the next few hours.
This is great. This is terrific. Andy's having a great time. Everyone's having a great time.
Well, I think it's annoying to listen to because you're obviously riding close to each other, so there's a little bit of an echo into each other's phones.
I can just ride off on Andy.
Yeah, could you maybe ride a little bit apart from each other, and then
look at me go.
That's better.
Hey, Andy, let's make this green light. We really need to make it. We're just navigating a bit of traffic here.
All right, here we go. So, Jack, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Andy, yes.
Okay, Dave's just pissed off, essentially. He's like about 50 metres ahead of me now.
Well, I've got just...
He's a rider.
Let's cut Hame out for a second. As you guys are riding down there, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with this birthday versus other birthday gifts he's given you?
Oh, well, I've been forced to exercise to go to people that I don't know. Yeah, 4 is a poor idea and a bad trade.
All right, and I'll put Andy to one side and Hamish, just as you guys are making your way down to Federation Square to a crowd waiting to celebrate Andy's birthday and hopefully singing happy birthday to him. Off air, how happy was Andy about this whole thing?
Look, Jack, he's pretty rapt. His only words to me were, listen, mate, I hope this is big enough to warrant how big a deal I am and how big a deal my birthday is. And I said, look, Andy, please. I wasn't in charge of this event. I just heard about it on Facebook. But, hey, Jack, just between you and me, I have just heard that about 50 of the people, of the 84 people, we're going to see school kids on an excursion.
So they didn't come for the event. They just got roped in.
I don't think Andy knows this, but they were just kind of passing by.
Oh, and, sorry, even though I turned off, like, he can hear this. Whatever.
Can you hear this, Andy?
Even though you're 40 metres, I can hear this, you idiot.
Oh, right. Well, look, they might not.
All right, go to a song, Jack.
I'll go to a song. Hopefully, you might even be there by the time we come back from this song. But Hamish and Andy on their way down to Federation Square, where a listener, Harry, has organised a birthday bonanza for Andy on his birthday, and they're going to sing him happy birthday when they get there.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
It's Hamish and Andy driving you home. This is Cackling Jack at home base, and I'm crossing down to Hamish and Andy live on some city bikes now. Can you hear me, Hamish and Andy?
Yeah, we got you, mate. We got you loud and clear, mate. Cruising along. What a beautiful night for it, Andy. Happy birthday. Actually, it's quite a nice. I've actually taken you out on a beautiful bike ride on your birthday, and yet I look into those eyes and I see frowning, and I don't know why. I don't know why I see frowning, because I've been made to ride a city bike with a ridiculous party hat on. You do have a big party hat on, and it's getting some looks from the good folks that are commuting home here in the city. And certainly people looking at us going, what the hell are those two doing? Shouldn't they be on the radio? Why are you guys yelling and whooping at each other? But we're on our way, Ando. We're on our way to a young man named Harry's very special event. He organised, let's see, a couple of happy birthdays from passers by, Ando. A young man named Harry, he has organised an event, the Andy Lee birthday bonanza. Was it a bonanza if there's only 14 people who have turned up? Mate, how many times I tell you? There's over 30 people there at least. He said 84. We do know 50 possibly high school students who are on an excursion into the city who may have had to leave. School finished, yeah. Yeah, I think the rule was if it got dark, they had to go, and it's getting pretty dark. All right, let's go to a break. And obviously, on the other side of this, we'll try and get there. We'll try and get there and give this crowd what they so desire, Ando. You're going to have literally dozens and dozens of people shouting happy birthday at you. Will you be happy then? No. You just can't please this guy. You can't please him, Jack. I don't know what else to do, but we push on.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hamish Andy driving you home, doing it for Jetstar's 13th birthday, Ham.
And not just Jetstar's 13th birthday, Ando. Andy Lee's 36th. Well, it's been a scramble, hasn't it?
Thank you for enduring us on the phone.
It's got to be a world first. I mean, we left the studio. Yeah. We just had spent the last 10, 15 minutes on city bikes. We had to be on the phone to the studio. Yeah. We've been riding from our studios in Melbourne to Federation Square in Melbourne, the heart of the city, where anywhere between 30 and could be over 100 people have gathered for an event, the Happy Birthday Andy Lee Bonanza, which did have 1,000 registered attendees on Facebook and over 4,000 interested. Now, I know the conversion factor is always not spot on from how many people say they're going to, how many people are going to be there. But when we heard about this at the start of the show today, we said, listen, Ando, you're always telling us, guys, it's my birthday month, it's my birthday week.
Well, actually never, because I don't celebrate birthdays. My birthday. And that's why Harry put this up on Facebook as my guess, even though, because
he's just like me. He's a man just like me.
Because it was a joke, not many people came.
He's a man just like me who hears these demands you make, who maybe he's witnessed the hissy fits. Why isn't everyone making a big enough deal about my birthday? It's my week, it's my month, it's my birthday year. Why aren't I being treated to a parade? Why aren't I special? Well, Ando, you are special. All these people here have come here today to tell you are special. Finally, you're getting what you want.
Come here to annoy me.
You're getting what you want.
The joy for them is in the annoyance.
Not true.
They will not chant that.
Ando, we're parking up our city bikes. We're securing them because whilst I have rented them for 24 hours, we cannot get them stolen because that will
as well. I can't believe
that's going to blow our birthday budget. After this song, I'll go and try and track down Harry. Okay, you stay here hidden.
Okay,
all right. I think the gathering. I don't know exactly where the gathering is because we're wandering around in the dark near the banks of the Yarra in Melbourne with these portable microphones. But I'll find him.
Yes,
you stay hidden.
Yes.
I'll bring you out, and then, by God,
Yep.
I hope you finally get the accolades you think you deserve.
Okay, it's Hamish Andy drive you home. Go off.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Speaking of dreams come true, Ando, this is going to be a dream come true for you. Here we are on your birthday. We're
5 kilometres from my car, where I'd like to go home and see my family from.
More complaints. Something I'm used to on your birthday. No matter how much effort I go to, all I get from you is
on a
complaints.
city bike that the gears didn't work. I saw you just racing up the hills, changing gears.
Here we go.
Okay.
I wonder what else will be on the complaint list for your birthday after I've gone to all this effort.
You've gone to zero effort. And someone else called Harry went to some effort, which was just doing a Facebook post, which was funny.
Well, he started an event called the Andy Lee Birthday Bonanza. Today's your birthday. We are in the shadows of Federation Square in Melbourne. It was a longer than expected city bike ride here from our studios, but we're here now. It's your birthday, Ando. I don't know how many people are here, but they've gathered at Harry's behest. And I should
We
point
know there's
out,
at least 14 when we called across to them, even though there was 1,000 people that said that they were going to go on the Facebook page.
People are busy, mate. People are busy.
Of Harry's birthday bonanza. There's at least 14 people here if no one's left since you contacted them at the start.
It said very, very clearly on the website, on the Facebook page, Andy Lee will not be attending. Now, I saw that and I just thought, that's crazy. If 1,000 people said they're going to come and 4,000 people said they're interested, of course Andy Lee wants to attend. I mean, here's the guy that sits us down every morning when it's this week, when it's his birthday week, and demands, make an effort. Remember who I am. Remember what I've done for you. I want to see expensive and thoughtful gifts on the hour, every hour. So when I saw this Facebook page, I thought, well, this sounds like the kind of thing that you would want to come to.
The longest lead up, the longest slow hand clap to what will be.
You stay here. I'm
Okay.
going to go and find
Far
Harry
more
and
fun.
Alex, his mate.
Far more fun for you than it is for me. Hamish is running off around the corner.
Okay, I'm running up the stairs here at Fed Square. I mean, for people that have been to Federation Square, I've seen it on the Australian Open or something. I mean, it's a real rabbit warren. Here we go. We found the crowd, Ando. I found the crowd. They never thought this would happen. I'm running into the crowd. Guys, welcome. Welcome. Yes, Harry, Al. How's it going, guys?
Oh, it's going great. Look at the crowd.
Guys, I can't even count you. It's just shy of 1,000. How are you? It's party hats. It's party hats galore. It's mayhem down here at Fed Square. When you guys first started this event, did you think it'd get this big?
Oh, we hope so.
No, we 100% we assumed.
Yeah, it was given.
Now, have you had any trouble with the cops or anything? Because it's a pretty big crowd.
They've been around, but we slipped a few bribes under the table and we've kept things calm.
Yeah, we're definitely that's having a joke. Unless you did, in which case that's a huge scoop. Well, guys, I mean, you've all come down here for one thing because you, like I, try, even though you know it's an impossible task, to tell one boy he's special to us. He demands it. He demands an extremely high level of expert happy birthdays. And here he is, sulking in the shadows. Andy Lee, the man. The man that said we could never please him. We have a trumpet player here. Play the trumpet, son. What do you want to do? Happy birthday. All right, don't play it yet. Andy, say hi to your people.
Okay, thank you.
Are you happy?
I don't know why
Are you happy?
I don't know why. Well, no, but I don't know why you're welcoming everyone. It's not your party. It's not
Thanks
your
for
event.
coming down, guys. Just shy of 1,000 people.
Which one's Harry?
Harry.
That's Harry. Okay, nice to meet you, Harry.
Happy birthday, Andy.
Thank you very much. Get on with it.
Do you see that, guys? He demanded we sing him happy birthday, and that's the real Andy that I wanted everyone to see. This guy that on air says he doesn't celebrate birthdays. You just heard him.
I assume that's why
you just heard him demand, get on with it. And I have to put up with this all week. It's not going to stop tomorrow, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
We've got a trumpeter here. What's the trumpeter's name? James. James, hit it, man. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging. I left him hanging a bit.
For a handshake,
guys, 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andy. Happy birthday to you.
Hip. Are you happy?
This.
To go with it.
Someone's giving me some birthday donuts and official Hamish Andy napkins.
Oh my God!
Who gave them to me?
Circle of life, circle of life.
Look, no thanks to any of you.
See what I mean, guys? I warned you. It's a loveless task. It's a thankless task.
Haven't finished. You've wasted your time. You've absolutely wasted mine.
Unbelievable. And it's cost me 2 city bike rentals.
And I guess we'll see everybody tomorrow on the radio show.
Oh, so you want them all to come tomorrow, do you?
No.
Unbelievable. There's one more thing, Harry.
There's one present that we've organised for you, Andy. On behalf of everyone, we'd like to present to you your birthday tree. We know you don't celebrate birthdays, but it's custom for a birthday tree to happen. It's similar to a Christmas tree, but for birthdays.
Right.
And that is for you. It's a little message from everyone.
So something I have to water.
It's just like a dog, Ando, but it won't run away.
Harry, this is very lovely.
Actually, Andy's really annoyed because now he knows he has to walk home.
This hopefully sits on the front of my city bike.
Oh, look at that, and a framed photo of yourself. I mean, he's actually got a lot of those at his house, but he'll find space on the wall. Guys, thanks so much.
Thank you. Check out the social pods.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing for coming down.
Andy can't thank you, but I can. Thank you. Good night.
Cheers.
It's the birth week. It continues.
Yesterday was it. We covered it off and it's done.
Fearing reprisals of my tyres being slashed or some other such slashing out from you for not fully going the whole hog and making the full distance of your birthday week.
Yep.
Demand that you've placed on the whole team. Who's given you the most presents so far of your birthday week?
Beck.
Okay. What about professionally in the team arena? Sort of thinking more of a co-host type fellow.
You?
You're welcome. You have demanded, your 2 demands made very clear at the start of this week were, number 1, I want a present every day because it's my birthday week.
We didn't give me anything yesterday.
Number 2, I rented the city bike for you. Did you hear that, Jack? You didn't give me everything yesterday. Keeping score. The guy that allegedly plays it cool and doesn't care about his birthday goes home at night, swivels the oil painting in his bedroom around, and on the other side is his tally of who's given me what and didn't give me a notch yesterday. I rented a city bike for you, mate. You think that's free? Think the party hat you were wearing was free? Well, lest I receive another black mark during the birthday week. Here, sir, is...
I haven't received a present from you that I've liked.
Your expensive and thoughtful present from me, again, complete with card. I know you want a card every day. Sorry I didn't get you one yesterday, Andy.
Born to be wild. Happy birthday.
Because you love motorbikes.
Keep life hot.
It's the Harley-Davidson logo.
It's the logo, but the words have changed.
Which is a bit funny, isn't it?
Right on, sweet baby. You've written a kiss, HB from HB.
Happy birthday from Hamish Blake.
Okay. Okay.
What's this? Here we go. The opening.
I'm opening the present.
What will it be? It's not as big as the other ones. What has he got?
A widget spinner.
A fidget spinner. Yeah. The brand name widget spinner.
Yeah.
Actual product fidget spinner.
Yeah.
I know you've wanted one. I saw you looking at them very eagerly the other day.
You would want one of these.
What's that?
You'd want one of these.
You've got one of these. Stop trying to re-gift it. There you go. Now,
Jack, you might like it. You
probably would.
I would love to have a go.
I wouldn't mind a go, actually, now that you've got it out. Can I have a go? I'd like a go.
Because you see him on the news and everything, but I'd love to know what it's like to play with one. Let us have a go.
Sharing.
Guess what?
Share your toys, Andy.
Finally, I'm getting joy out of a gift you've given.
Look at this. His real joy is not letting us have a go of his fidget spinner. Give us a go. I'm going to squirt this Dettol on your eyes. And happy birthday. In all seriousness, though, I would like a little go.
You would.
What a bastard it.
Squirt it. Get off, Jack. Anyway, it's Hamish Andy.
Just a little shot.
No, thanks.
Ando, prepare to have one of the best moments of your life. Because I have before me your final gift for your birthday week. And as I hand it over, I collapse across the finish line. Because if this doesn't make you happy, mate, I don't know what will. Yes, you're a special boy. Yes, as you say every morning, we're lucky to work with you and to know you. But enough's enough. I mean, you've made such a big deal out of this birthday, mate. I hope you feel special. I hope it lives up to the standards and the demands that you've set. We've worked our bippies off trying to make this a special week for you. And even before, I just said, can you guess what this present is? And you went, it's an experience. Like, demands. You want skydiving. You want you want to go on one of those silly water jet packs. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's not.
I wouldn't mind that,
Oh,
actually.
there we go. Jack, did you get him one? Because I forgot. It's not an experience. Well, it is an experience, but it's a product that leads to an experience. Okay? So for the final time, may I finally crack your shell and get a thank you or I love this.
Hamish passed me a present. Looks shoebox size, but it's actually got a bit of weight.
Got a bit of weight.
Heavy shoes.
Yeah, I know you like ye olde diving bells. I noticed you bought that brand new rubber oxygen pipe.
Oh, no, it is heavy shoes.
Special heavy shoes, though.
Oh, man.
What? You always talk about how you're into efficiency. You're into getting places a bit. You're into making
Hamish
good time.
has got me some Heelys.
That's right. Those cool shoes with wheels in them. So now you can skate along, run along, and roll at the same time. Making good time, very efficient, cool with kids. Hey?
No, adult.
Hey?
Adult. I can't believe these come in adult sizes.
That's my thing. I was like, bloody big kid's foot. That must be a new thing for adults.
This is...
I think it says it on the box. Heelys, the new thing for adults.
What? Well,
he loves them. So what we're going to do, we'll go to a song, and then I'll let you set them up. And the other side of the news, set up a little course outside for you to do your first Heely session on. He wants to. Andy, if I might play the role of your mum for a second at your birthday party. Hamish has gone to a lot of effort to buy you a present. He wants you to have a go in them.
But he's doing it to laugh at me, Mum.
He isn't, honey. He's a really good friend. Why don't you give him $50?
You don't hang out with him like I do.
I see. He's a special boy. He's got lots and lots of friends, and he picked you.
Hamish and Andy.
Here, we'll set the wheels up, mate. You're going to love them.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Hey, podcasters. $1 off is still available. If you see us in the flesh, we will give you $1. That is for sure.
See. Why am I speaking Spanish?
Why?
Because we were here to thank Guzman y Gomez as well.
Oh, yes,
now,
they are supporting the podcast, keeping it free.
They're our best friends at the moment on the podcast.
Yes.
And alert podcasters may remember early days we were calling them Guzman and Gomez.
Yes.
Very funny. Very cheeky boys.
Yeah.
We were a lot younger back then.
Yes.
We now know it's Guzman y Gomez. We were translating it for our audience, and we were insulting the audience and we're insulting the sponsor because it didn't need translation.
No.
Keep it Spanish. Keep it fun.
Yes.
Is Guzman y Gomez's motto.
It's not. Probably offended them again.
Keep it in Spanish. That serve Mexican food. But not just. How many of the burritos have you eaten from the card I got you?
Well, none so far.
Oh, unbelievable! You get a guy who uses free burritos. He doesn't even buy one.
He will. Thank you, Guzman y Gomez.
Tell you what, though, not just for burritos with the card. You can get the skin on fries.
Yes, showing a bit of skin. Nice.
Sure, yeah. This is
nice from them.
Then we're eating it. Nice from us.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Pants Off Friday, Hamish and Andy driving you home.
She's a bit chilly out here, isn't she?
She's a bit cold out on the rooftop at the moment, Ham. I've just given me another useless present.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, for my birthday.
I try so hard to put a smile on your face. When I went to the shop,
I can't believe these come in adult sizes. They're Heelys. People may have seen them. They look like normal sneakers, but they've got like a skateboard wheel on the heel of them.
The guy at the store said he was selling 100 adult pairs a day. He did. And he said everyone wants these. These and fidget spinners, which is another present I got you.
It feels like I'm wearing high heels.
They look great. They look really cool.
It kind of feels a little bit like, I've got a hard... It feels like I've got a much higher heel than you would normally. Kind of like that ad you see on airplanes in the magazine, the lifts, where you can look 2 inches higher.
You do look a little higher. Here's the thing, Andy. I've set up 2 bits of red electrical tape, 3 metres apart from each other. One is simply the start line. One's the finish line. You're a little bit nervous on your feet. Little baby giraffe on an ice rink.
Well, it's fine to walk, obviously, because you walk on the balls of your feet. But, yeah, you're meant to roll on the heels. And I don't know. I'm not feeling great about this.
We've set up 2 bits of tape here. I don't even know what we're testing.
You're the one that set it up.
I want to see you have a go. I went to all this effort, drove all the way to the store, paid all the money, drove all the way back, did all the wrapping. So I've gone to a huge amount of personal effort to get these shoes for you. And I thought they'd be a wonderful present. I want to see you enjoy them. I think that's the least you can do for me after someone buys you a present.
I think you want to see me fall over. But anyway, I suppose why you've set up 2 red bits of tape...
Is that a fair distance for a first roll, 3 metres?
Well, that's what... normally I'd be able to...
I've seen kids go down, the full city block.
I know, but not first go.
I think one kid... It was his first go that I saw, yeah.
So you want to get enough pace to go from
Sprint.
line to line.
I guess you just like run and then run and roll. Oh, he's a bit. You are a little bit ginger. Yeah. Jack, can we get some? If you're listening, Jack, back at HQ, and you haven't just jumped online to check out your Bitcoin price, can we get a little bit of? Can we get like a dramatic feel to this?
Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
Okay. All right. So this is Andy Lee in Healy's generous gift by best friend Hamish Blake. Gift number 5 of birthday week. Final gift. He's running. He's running. He's oh. He's fallen down.
Sorry, no.
I mean, that was one of the worst. That was about 5 of the worst things I've ever seen. It was the worst run. It was the worst attempt to roll. It was the worst fall, and it was the worst breaking of a fall I've ever seen. A bunch of records, none of them what you wanted. What was that? I mean, we recorded that in super slow-mo, and I don't think even that will do it justice. What was that?
Well,
what did you do?
Well, it's hard to work out where your wheels are.
Did you take a dive?
No, I tried to go to wheels, and then I essentially stubbed my toe.
Okay, do you want another go?
I don't want to do this.
That's
You're sitting there going, oh, it's so easy. I'd love to get you in these, pal.
Well, you know, mate, that's one size too small for me. We're
No,
one size up. They're an 11.
Quite roomy.
They're an 11
They're
under
actually quite
13.
roomy. You wouldn't be able to do better.
Oh, my toes would be too cramped. I wouldn't be able to focus. Thank you for the offer.
All right, it's just...
I mean, do you want another go? May as well. Good on you, Jack. Here we go. For his difficult second attempt. If he fails this, he won't make the final. Andy on Heelys. No, okay. We're going inside. That was absolutely... It looked like you were about to do a groin there.
Yes.
Are they... Okay.
Well, I mean, you gave me no practice.
So you're saying you don't like them?
I don't like them, no.
I don't know how to please you, mate. I don't know how to please you. Go to a song, Jack.
Obviously, a huge week this week.
Yeah, birthday week.
Oh, not so much that. You wasted a lot of everyone's time, my time.
That's what
on
you mean.
That,
that's what you mean when you say huge week.
That's why we haven't had a chance to catch up, and we should do it now over jazz.
Hey, Ando. Can't we go with your fidget spinner?
No.
But you're not using it, and you don't use it, and I just want one go.
No.
You ass. Well, that's what you get. What a jerk.
Hey, Ham.
Yeah, mate.
I saw the slogan for AC/DC as a band and said, no one rocks as hard as AC/DC. That's what it said.
Like their poster.
Yeah. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And I thought, for us as cool boys at the front, man, it'd be nice to have a, no one rocks as something, as cool boys.
What about as seldom?
I thought as irregularly.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
no one rocks as irregularly as cool boys in the front, man.
That's good, because you don't see the word irregularly too often on a rock poster, nor seldom. Hey, Ando.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hypothetical here. Scientist comes along and says, hey, we can scan Hamish's brain and completely take his whole personality, but put it on a memory card.
USB stick.
Right?
Yeah. Wouldn't need much gig.
So, no, you need 4 gig. You need 4 gig. You wouldn't need the cheapest. And then I go away. And so I'm replaced by a perfect cyborg of me, right? So it seems exactly the same.
As annoying?
Well, you can shut me down whenever you want, right? You've got a remote that can just turn me off and put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Would you abuse that power, or would you let me live my life as a cyborg? You can shut me down and turn me back on.
I think you know the answer.
What would you? How often would
Hand
you turn
me
me
the
off?
memory stick.
I'm not doing it then.
Hey, Ham.
God complex. That was a test to see if you have God complex.
Hey, Ham.
Yeah.
You and I do jazz set all the time. Just Jack sits there listening. And I think...
That is true.
It's
we catch up as friends with a snoop. Or a weasel. Really.
So, Jack...
It fits the profile of a weasel.
Maybe you should be involved. Hey, Jack.
Hello.
Would you like a go of my fidget spinner?
Oh, I actually would love one. This is my first try of a fidget spinner, which...
Off you go, Jack.
All right, here I am. Oh, yeah.
It's heavier than you think, isn't it?
Yeah, and it spins for longer than you would expect as well.
That's the appeal. That's why I want to have a little go to see what they feel like.
Yeah, thanks, Andy.
Hey, Jack, pleasure have a little go.
Once
you're giving it back.
Yeah.
I'll pack it away.
You actually are keeping it in shitty plastic. Don't want to go. Hey, Ando.
Yeah.
Remember a couple of weeks ago we did our crowd surfing show?
Yes.
So much fun.
That was fun.
Thanks
again to the crowd.
They were the heroes of the day. We wore wetsuits during the show, absolutely saturated the wetsuits. We sweated so much.
Disgusting.
And I said, look, I'll take them home. I'll give them a wash. Gave them a wash. Actually, personally did the washing. Didn't even just give it to Zoe. Did the washing myself. Made sure they're all dry. How's yours? Nice and dry? All good?
Yeah.
Yep. And yet I can't have a go of your fidget. I mean, I took your wetsuit home and I cleaned it like a bloody slave. Your sweaty wetsuit.
You can't have a go.
What do you need it for?
This.
I mean,
this is exactly what I need it for.
I'm going to buy 1,000 fidget spinners and fill my car up with them as a prank on myself, and then I can have a go with one.
It's Hamish and Andy.